Coming up on the Cowboys Report, we'll break down Jerry Jones' comments. He's going to keep Mike McCarthy. Oh, my God. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. Cowboys injury news. We'll break down the injury report before the tight turnaround against Thursday's game against the Giants. We'll preview that one in brief as well. Before we get into it, we are in a sub-battle this month against the Giants and a great chance to win that sub-battle. We have the lead, although that game against the Cowboys on Thursday night, Giants fans always tune in for that one. Make sure you guys are subscribed for the Cowboys coverage, live shows, and more. Don't miss out. Hit that sub button for free. Let's begin with the surprise story of the day. Jerry Jones wants to keep Mike McCarthy. It's not crazy, Jerry said. First, let's lay out the entirety of the quote from Jerry Jones about Mike McCarthy. He was asked, hey, is it crazy that you extend McCarthy after the season? I don't think that's crazy at all. That's not crazy. Listen, Mike McCarthy is an outstanding coach. He's been there, done that. He's got great ideas. The bottom line is in no place in my body language or anything else have you seen an indication about what we're going to do relative to this staff at the end of the year. And we shouldn't. We got a lot of football left. The second half of that quote never got published, by the way. Go figure how that happened, by the way. Here several things. Most important of which is this. Jerry Jones does this every single week. Every week, he finds a way to generate headlines, create national stories. Every Twitter outlet posts it. ESPN will talk about it all day and tomorrow with crazy quotes. And every week, people eat it up. Every week, we fall for this. Jerry says something outlandish. Number one story. Every single week it happens. By the way, what else did we really expect Jerry Jones to say? No, we're not going to bring back Mike McCarthy? He would have fired him already. We've been down this road before with Jason Garrett, by the way. This is, the normal GM would say just the back half of, we're going to let the season play out. But if Jerry hasn't fired Mike already, why would he come out and say, yes, I'm going to not retain him at the end of the year? I think what's happening here is our trauma's speaking. We don't trust Jerry Jones. So when he keeps the door open for something we don't want to have happen, we all freak out about it. I want honest answers here. What is the % chance the Cowboys choose to keep Mike McCarthy? Let me know in the comment section of today's show, the pinned comment, actually, of today's video. Ad comes here on YouTube. Take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. I think in general, everyone needs to relax here. Don't fall for the classic banana in the tailpipe that Jerry Jones puts in every week on 105 through the Fan. We did this exact same thing with Jason Garrett, and that might have been more credible because Jerry loved Jason like a son, and they were a little bit better that time of the season than the Cowboys are right now. This is Jerry Jones trying to keep attention, headlines, conversation, etc. on his team, keep the playoff dream alive. There's a lot of season left, blah, blah, blah. The Cowboys didn't extend Mike McCarthy after 3 straight 12-win seasons. But we're going to believe it's we'll see. We'll see after a 4-7 start. Come on, guys. Let's be real here. If Jerry was convinced Mike was the guy, he would have extended him. He's letting him coach at the final year of his deal. Just be a chill guy. Just be chill. Don't get so bent out of shape. Don't tilt. Don't crash out over everything Jerry Jones says. This was really just a season isn't over comment yet. That's all it was. Just don't panic right now. Let's see how let's see how it plays out. The Cowboys go on some miracle run and make the playoffs. Yeah, I can see Jerry keeping Mike McCarthy. It's the inverse of what happened last year. I thought they were going to extend him. Then they got blown out in the postseason. So they didn't. Just be a chill guy. Relax. We'll talk about the miracle playoff picture path in a second here. Don't freak out quite so quickly. Now, today's show is made possible by Prize Picks. It is the best place to get real money sports action. With over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings, Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. Run your game all season long on Prize Picks. It's It's available in over 30 states, including California, Florida, Georgia, and Texas. They offer an injury insurance policy, so if a player goes down the first half, does not return, Prize Picks keeps your lineup in play. They also invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. And you should always be using the free squares when you get them. They've got Tyreek Hill, a half receiving yard. He needs 1 yard, which is significantly lower than what he's actually going to get, obviously. Take the freebie on Prize Picks in any lineup you do between now and that Dolphins-Packers Thanksgiving night game. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, download the app today, and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS. The NFC playoff picture right now looks like this. The Cowboys are several games behind not just the Commanders, but the Cardinals. They're games behind the Bucs and the Rams and the Niners and the Saints. And you've already lost games, by the way, against the Niners, and you're probably going to lose one against the Bucs. Depending on what platform you use, NFL's next-gen stats have a 5% playoff chance for the Cowboys. If The Athletic has the New York Times, a 2% chance. ESPN has a 1% chance. So I'm saying there is a chance, but I'm also not. Here's the Cowboys schedule. Look, I think they're going to beat the Giants. And the NFL next-gen stats kind of already factoring in a win there for the most part. So maybe you get to 6 or 7% chance on some of the sites. I think you're going to be a home dog against the Bengals, especially if they beat the Steelers like I think they might this week. You might be a road dog against the Panthers. Panthers playing pretty good. You're going to be a road dog against the Eagles. You'll probably be a road dog against Tampa. This is why you just have to chill. If Jerry Jones had simply said, let's let the season play out, we'll make decisions afterwards, nobody cares. But he did the Jerry Jones headline thing. Because I think you're going to win 2 games, maybe, the rest of the way. You think they're going to keep Mike McCarthy after all that? Even if you go 500, you think they're going to keep Mike McCarthy after all that, which maybe you do in a meaningless Week 18 game. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. So how many more games will the Dallas Cowboys win? Answer for me in the comments section of today's show. All right, injury report, then we'll kind of get into our more in-depth preview here of today's show. DaRon Bland, limited. I think that's pitch count stuff. He should play. We'll see if Brandon Cooks gets activated. We'll have to monitor that one. Trayvon Diggs, limited. Hopefully he can play. I really, really, really just want to have all the guys out there for the Cowboys at corner. CeeDee Lamb should be good to go. Cooper Rush popped up with a knee issue. Don't really know when that one happened, but sounds like he'll be able to play. Tyler Smith, hopefully trending towards a return. Limited on a short week normally means you're going to be able to go. It's the DNPs that are bigger question marks here. Jake Ferguson, I'd be shocked if he plays with concussion. You can pretty much cross him off. I don't think Zach Martin goes with his ankle/shoulder. Awesome Richards has the high ankle sprain. He's not going to play. Nick Vigil hasn't practiced at all and then plays on game day, so I actually kind of assume he's going to go. Eric Kendricks is worth monitoring. Same with Marshawn Nealon, since there's now a groin for Kendricks as well as the top of the shoulder. Worth keeping an eye out for. They did play Leafau a little bit more last week. Nealon, I'm hoping, is a pitch count thing, but I think Kendricks and Nealon are really the ones to monitor here as the Cowboys host the Giants in Week 13. The lines moved around. I've seen 3.5, 4 on some sites as well. That'll probably fluctuate. It's kind of a low line. I thought it might be more like 5.5, because Giants kind of looked like they quit last week. So who you got? C for the Cowboys, G for the Giants. Let me know in the comments section of today's video, C or G. We'll do our normal keys to victory and score prediction here in a little bit. Number 1 is the defense has to deliver again. Although the total points scored might not show it, I think, especially look at the first half, Cowboys defense has actually played pretty well, including the points that have been set up by offensive failures. They were allowing just 11.3 points per game in the first half of their past 3 games. Now, they have folded and kind of fallen apart in each of those games down the stretch. Sometimes a fluky play, oftentimes, at least in the first 2 against Eagles and Texans, the offense just never kept up its end of the bargain. The defense has undeniably played better, however. They have kept games that probably shouldn't have been games alive for at least the first half. Against a Giants offense that I don't think is very good, you have to do it again if you want to get the win. Or don't do it if you still want to get back on the tank. Key to victory number 2, just steady play from Cooper Rush. I thought last week's game was exactly what you wanted, and certainly a hell of a lot better than the Eagles and Texans performances out of Rush. They ran the ball well. He had a deep ball. I think he has thrown 13 passes beyond 20-plus yards this year. He's hit 3 of them. 2 of them came last week. It was the wide-open Luke Schoonmaker play, and then the nice deep ball to Jalen Brooks to get you that field goal late in the half. That's what you need. It's going to be short passes. It's going to be the ball out quickly. He missed only a couple of throws. That was progress. Everything looked a lot better for Cooper Rush. Do it again against the Giants. Number 3, you got to pressure Tommy DeVito. That was something the defense did incredibly well against Jaden Daniels last week. Under pressure, he was 1 of 9 for 4 yards, the short touchdown throw in the end zone. 2 interceptions, includes the Hail Mary play. 4 sacks. DeVito against pressure last week against the Bucs was also terrible. 4 of 10, 21 yards, took 4 sacks as well. In general, heat up the quarterback is like always a good idea. And I think the Cowboys kind of like just played man coverage against the Commanders and said, we're going to blitz you sometimes, and sometimes we'll disguise it. Sometimes we won't. Who's coming, who's not. And the Commanders had 0 answer. The Giants have an answer too? I kind of don't think so. We'll get to my score prediction here in a little bit, but I want you to predict the score of the Cowboys against the Giants. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Key to victory number 4, how about the kicking unit redemption? This is for the block punt by Brian Anger, and also your field goal units. The block kick was not Aubrey's fault, but that was part of the kicker unit overall. Aubrey's 25 of 30 this year. Good. He's also just 3 for his last 6. So I think you'll kind of need, now he slipped on one, just pushed one right, got one blocked. So those are all fixable things, I think, more than anything. Also redeemed himself with a kick later in the game. But get back on track, alien kicker. Because he has been very much mortal, a human, the past 2 games. Final key to victory, don't have a letdown game. Cowboys have had one already. They had the letdown game against the Saints. You got to have another one. Like I am surprised the spread is what it is. Like, I didn't think this was going to be a 3.5-point spread. I kind of thought that was going to be a 4-point spread. I've seen 3.5 too. I thought it'd be bigger. I didn't think it'd be so small at home. Because if that's a road game, we're talking about, maybe you're a half-point favorite, something. It's kind of curious. Or even like an even line game. Weird to me. Suspicious to me, even. So, Cowboys keep saying, hey, it's not over yet. It's not done yet. Tight turnaround, Thanksgiving. These games are often ugly, often disgusting. I've got the Cowboys winning and covering, but it's kind of a low-scoring affair. Final score prediction, 20-15.